what it is, what it do. You already know who it is. Back with what I believe will be my final video for 2020. Now, before I begin the video, there are just a few things I want to say, but if you don't want to hear it and just want to get right to the video, I'll put a timestamp to where you can skip ahead to where I start playing them on. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who subscribes to the channel. There are only few who understand, but I'm still grateful that the few of you decided that my content was good enough for you to decide to stick around and pay attention to. It really does mean a lot to me, and I hope that you continue to stick around and like what I have to do, like what I have to put out, like what I'm doing, and hopefully we find more people along the way who feel the same as you guys do. And I want to say that I understand that 2020 has been one heck of a year. It's been a heck of a year for me, both personally and academically wise. This was my senior year of college, and instead of spending it on campus, I had to spend it at home online, which has been something in and of itself. I know there are people who also had it a bit worse, people who lost loved ones. I lost people that are close to me well over this year. But if you're here right now listening to this, and I have to say, congratulations. We made it through probably one of the worst years of our lifetimes. And hopefully things will get better in the near future. All I could ask is that we just have to stay strong, take things one day at a time, and remind ourselves each day that there is a bright side to life. And always find the positive things hidden within the negative things in life. With that being said, like I said, congratulations for surviving 2020. And I want to wish everybody a happy new year. And I hope 2021 could end up being a better year than 2020 was. So, with that being said, why don't we get to playing this mod here? Now, I didn't get any comments really about who I should go with for the weekend. So, using my mystical and otherworldly powers, I shall decide myself who gets to be the girl we get to go home for the weekend with. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If it hollers, let it go. My mom told me to pick the very best one, and you are it. We go with Monika. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monika. Yay, you picked. Oh wait, no, that's not her voice. It's like, yay. Oh no. Like, gosh, yay, you picked me. It's like, hold on 1 second. Yeah. It's like, Monika, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Qilin was the one who, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Our choice doesn't matter, apparently. It's their will over our will. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monika. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monika, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Mine are more behind the scenes. It cannot be prevented by you two. He's like, I do have ulterior motives, but there's nothing that you peons can do to stop me. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made to such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monika. Yeah, but she said. We have a lot of work to do, you know. We don't do as good of a job as you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monika. And by think of the club, I mean think of us. Think about our feelings, Monika. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So, are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. Sheesh. I get it. Fuck. So, it's technically the most logical for Kellen to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference? Okay. So, I knew that was going to happen, but hey, that's what the random decided. So, picky between Natsuki and Sayori, like Natsuki and Yuri. Let's try this again. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Get a tiger by the toe. Get a hard as let go. Might want to me to pick the very best one, and you are it. Well, the random gods have spoken and decided that we should go with Yuri. And if anyone has a problem with that, I gave you the choice to voice your opinion in the comment section about who I should go with, but nobody said anything. So you only have yourselves to blame. Well, I'll probably be the most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki, I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying. So you'll be helping Yuri then, Killin? Yeah, why not? It'll be fun. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I'd be fine. Not really. Not really fine. I mean, you could bake by yourself, sure, but you want to have some loving with the MC, some McLovin. It's okay, baby girl, we understand. It's okay, feelings get hurt all the time. You get it. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a bit sour. So, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word. I'm freaking enthusiastic. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Killin? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. Yeah, he's definitely interested to see how this is going to turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki. Why? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No. That's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I didn't really know why Killin picked me. Well, it was at random, really. I could have flipped a coin. It could have easily been Natsuki if it worked out that way, but it didn't. So, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I could do for the festival will ever compare to that. So, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're the one trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Myself, and I'm sure Killin are also taken aback by Yuri's words. Yeah, look at Killin, he's pissed. When she already has trouble with words that don't have much book context, trying to cheer someone up is far out of her comfort zone. but it's out of her own current capacity. But it's understandable why Yuri is trying to sound like Sayori. I can tell that she tried to say something meaningful. Oh, that's something Sayori would say at a time like this. Excuse me. Woo! I apologize for that. I was gone for like about 40 minutes in my time, though when I edit this you won't notice it. I had to do a lot of moving around and helping out. You know how it is when you have parents ask you to do things, if you have parents that ask you to do things. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's get back to where we were. I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. You could have just left it as something Sayori would say. I just don't know how well it worked out for Yuri. No. I kinda appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. Oh? You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Oh. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everybody do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess that it's time for us to head out. Alright. Let's get out of here then. We gotta get out of this place. Everyone packs up their things. I walk out the door with Natsuki. You're really still sour about the situation, aren't you? What makes you say that? I just know you well. So you say. You're proving me right. You're proving me right currently with your actions. Of course I am. I was only saying. I'm not trying to burst your bubble. I'm just gonna go. I have supplies to pick up tomorrow. Supplies? Natsuki sighs. My father doesn't keep any of the supplies I need at the house, so I usually run out by the weekend with all my self-testing. With all your self-testing? I was hoping Killing could ease the need of supplies I would have to get, so all I would need is to bring the equipment and a few things. Oh, I'm sorry, Natsuki, I didn't know. It would be creepy if you did. Just don't worry about me, I'll be fine. Are you sure? Natsuki sighed again. If I need your help, I'll text you. Otherwise, you cannot worry. No, otherwise, can you not worry? There should be a question mark there. There's no question mark. This isn't my first time doing this. Alright, Natsuki. As I look forward, I see we have made it to the front door. Looks like we made it to the front of the school. Conversations can be quite a distraction. If you say so, Monika. Talk to you later. Talk to you later, Natsuki. Hopefully. What do you mean, hopefully? Jeez, Monika, do you know something we don't know? I can't believe that happened. Yuri's going to be going to Qilin's house. Even if Yuri and Natsuki didn't approve. It would have been nice to just spend some time with him. You know, I wonder if we would have got that. Oh, no, we wouldn't have gotten that regardless. She would have said that, no matter what choice we made. Because I was curious if she would have said this because I chose to spend time with her in her perspective. But I think this dialogue would have came about regardless based on the context. Is that so much to ask? Well, that's the wrong too, Monika, but I don't think that's too much to ask. I shake my head violently. Of course it's a lot to ask. And if that is true, then it looks like I'll have to go through with what I must. And what would that be, Monika? The removal of Sayori from this whole problem. Whoa, what? What does removing Sayori have to do with Yuri and Natsuki spending time with Killing? That doesn't make any sense. So she's like, okay, so clearly, Natsuki and Yuri aren't gonna let me spend time with the MC. So I need to get rid of Sayori, who hasn't even been a factor in this whole equation so far. Also, I like how Monika went from I need to help Sayori to again screw Sayori, we need to get rid of her. Just complete 180. Don't know why. The only reason I could think of is that Monika wants to get rid of Sayori in order to get closer, in order to eliminate the choices of girls the MC has to choose from. This is the only reason I could think of that she would want to get rid of Sayori. But other than that, Monika doesn't really have a reason to get rid of Sayori in this mod, other than because reasons. And that's not very convincing for, it's not a convincing, motive to want to get rid of somebody. Anyway, I just have to hope nothing bad happens. Well, I mean, aside from you deleting somebody from existence. If they do, then things could get interesting, and not in a good way. There also should be some commas here. There should have been commas for the past few other sentences I read. As I walk home, I think about visiting that room again. There's no current need for me to do so. Well, actually, I could check on Sayori's stats for a final time. I walk to the room by feet, lightly hitting the tile floor. I walk to the room by feet. Well, how else are you going to walk to the room, Monika? Me and the audience would love to know how else you will walk to the room aside from using your feet. That's usually how it works. As I reach the room, I smile to myself. I guess I just can't stay away. Every time I try to get out, it pulls me back in. I open the door. Walking to the piano, I place my hand on it. Oh, there's the console. Let's see what Sayori's increased stat rate is. Depression increase rate detected. Current rate 100. I guess there's nothing more I can do. I suppose I should try to decrease it. 25. Fail. Yes, increase rate. Current amount cannot be decreased. I'll try later. If not, then I guess I'll just get frustrated and tell her off. What? What would that do? As I turn away from the piano, I feel a cold chill go through me. That was weird. Nothing weird should happen, right? I try to ignore the feeling as I walk home, but it still gave me the feeling of what I was doing wasn't right. Oh gee, Monika, I wonder if purposefully increasing the rate of depression of your friend and vice president to the point where you're trying to get rid of her so you can have more access to the MC to yourself. You think that's wrong, Monika? Gee, I never would have guessed that'd be a horrible thing to do. But hey, what do I know? I'm just the guy playing the mod. The air even had a stagnant feeling to it. Yuri was spot on about her idea on stagnant air foreshadowing a dark future. Sigh. Once I arrive home, I pick up my pencil. This should lay everything out in plain sight. When JQilin reads this, there is no need to hide anything back. I then look at the time. It was extremely late. I need to meet up with Sayori early in the morning. She's probably been sleeping ever since she arrived at home. The poem can wait till tomorrow. As I rest my head, I feel comfortable and relaxed. Am I too relaxed for being close to killing someone? You know what? No. I was going to say yes, but we've already established that Monika is a confirmed sociopath. So no. She is perfectly relaxed to being this close to killing somebody. Or is it what I'm doing? Or is what I'm doing itself a coded event that I was given? Oh, I'm sure I'll find out at one point. So then that begs the question, does Monika really have free will? Is she really aware of what she's doing if her actions are basically coded into the game in the first place? Because if that's the case, that makes her no different than all the other characters that she deems are inferior to her because they're not awakened. But maybe Monika's awareness is just part of the game itself. Well, that one little bit right there opens a whole door for philosophical discussion about Doki Doki Literature Club. I close my eyes. My eyes then open again almost instantly, but the sun was up. Wait, what time is it? I look over and see that it's 8 o'clock. Okay, good. It's not too late in the morning. I need to head over to Sayori's. She's probably still asleep though. I get dressed in more casual clothing and accessories. I also make sure to grab a few sheets of paper and 2 pencils. As I open the door, I feel the warmth across my skin. What a beautiful day. I might bring Sayori to a small walk once I arrive. With this on my mind, my step is increased. I reach Sayori's house in not much time. We don't live all that far from each other, of course, since we go to the same school. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. The two of those could be mutually exclusive. Because you could go to the same school but live very far from somebody else. I know that personally. In my high school and middle school that I went to, I went to the same school with a bunch of my friends, but we lived at different parts of the county. So much so that it was very difficult for me to actually spend time with any of my friends outside of school. Because we lived so far apart. And the county I live in is a big, big county. I arrive at her door, yelling out to her, Sayori? No response. I then knock on the door. Still no response. I then decide to try the door and it opens. Does she ever lock this? Then again, I did forget to lock mine. Pot calling the kettle black much? Not like anyone is going to steal from me anyways. I look around the room seeing if anyone was home. I feel slightly worried about her. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen this background before. As I do, my eyes land on a frail body laying on the couch. I walk over to her, shaking her slightly. No, I can't wake up. Not yet. Looks like her dreams are her current escape. I don't know how to change that fact though, so I'll leave them be. You have some work to do. Remember that we have a festival Monday. She finally opened her eyes slightly. They had lost their dull look from earlier, replaced with their normal hue. You're right. I can't worry Killen when he has a festival to help out with. I finally got her up. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Anything I missed from the meeting? No, not really, but I'll explain more. How about we go on a walk? You really need some fresh air. It's also really nice today. I've been here since yesterday, so I probably do. Treating her kindly before destroying them completely is the best way to make sure they don't go back. Damn, Monika. Treating them kindly before destroying them completely is the best way to make sure they don't go back. Oh, Monika's a complete sociopath. There's just no bones about it.
I'm still confused on why I would treat her this way, though.
Because she's an obstacle to your plan to get MC. At least that's what I'm hoping it is. Because otherwise, you really don't have a reason to do this. It just makes you seem like a horrible person. Unless, like you said, you were programmed to do this by the game. And if that's the case, then you're just the puppet of the game. You're a vessel to carry things out. So,
She gets up, putting on a ragged jacket before we leave the house. I open the door for her, letting her walk out before me. I close the door behind me. As for what you asked, we decided that Qilin should help someone. So Qilin and Yuri are meeting up tomorrow. I hope Qilin enjoys. He probably has wanted to do something with Yuri for a while now.
I mean, she would have said the same thing if we went with Natsuki, so.
What makes you say that? Just how he's been with Yuri. So it's essentially a hunch. She nods. Well, he's extremely dense, but you are, at times, denser to the world than he is. What makes you say that?
No question mark, just period.
You're a facade. I then turn around, heading back to her house. Wait, why did I say that? I turn away slightly, shaking my head. Maybe I'm just done with her lies. Maybe I'm just done with her lies. Are we done walking? I've had enough fresh air, but there are other things to do as well.
So we went out for maybe a couple minutes. I got enough fresh air for the day. Let's go back to your place, Sayori. I just wanted to come out here just to tell you a couple things I need to tell you. And then we're gonna GTFO.
Like me dying? I look back, seeing her now with a dull look. What? Maybe.
I was like, what? I wasn't ready for that.
Maybe, but how about we focus on what we need to do, and not what you need to do?
Wow, not what you need to do. I mean, you do need to die, but we're not going to talk about that right now. You do that on your own time, Sayori.
She only nods. I hope she was thinking of poems.
This mod is crazy.
I decided to stay quiet, letting her think about what I had said. Let her destroy herself in the process. Gods. Is this free will, or is this a pre-made action for me to cause? It doesn't matter to me. I've already gone too far.
You see the twos? The twos need to be switched. They need to be switched before and after the comma there. Then the sentence would be perfect.
We arrived back at her house, not too much after we had turned around. We hadn't walked far either. I then stopped in front of her door. By the way, Sayori, have you written your poem for the festival yet? No, I need to though. Perfect. This will allow me to tamper with her here some more. I walk in with Sayori following. She then takes off her jacket, setting it off to the side. I wonder why she actually wore that. It's not chilly, or is it just me being disassociative with this world? Do you have any themes planned for this? No, it's just a simple free write poem. If it doesn't turn out well, I'm sure I could persuade her into something better. I hand her a pencil and a sheet of paper. But I need to make my own poem. As my hand jumps across the page, it seems to almost come alive. I'm completed before Sayori, seeing as she has not even put a mark on the page.
Oh. Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good things must come to an end. Very on the nose, Monika. I guess I should write another one just in case I don't like the one I just wrote. As my hand touches the page again, I feel a cold chill sweep through me, cause my arms to go toward my chest, but I keep my hand moving steadily across the page till my task is done. This won't do as a good backup. Maybe. I look over to see Sayori is done with hers. As my eyes scan across the page, it looks really good, and it seems too vivid for my liking. I'll use it for the other ones. This needs to scare Qilin, not worry him. Sayori, you think you could write a backup one? I also did one. I kinda want to see what she might make. Huh? Oh, sure. But this one was hard enough to do. Think to yourself. What do you want the most to happen to you? That's the theme I am giving to you. Now stop being an idiot and write how you truly feel. Write about how you want to die. I just want the thoughts to go. To get out of my head. Her hand touches the paper, repeating the words "get out of my head" again and again. Perfect. You shouldn't repeat so much. You should tell the others what needs to be done. Her hand slides down the page, writing a few more lines telling those to get out of her head. She essentially wants everyone to go away. Have I pushed her too far? She then goes to the bottom, writing something. Monika, you know, a poem never truly ends. They only stop moving. At the bottom of the page, those were the words that have been written. Yep, yeah. Get out of my head, times 50. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. See? Isn't it better to express your emotions? Yes, it is. Looks like I got her wrapped around my finger. A phone starts ringing nearby. Sayori reaches to hers to answer it. Who's calling? Hey Yuri, what is it that you need? Yuri? What does she want? And what does she need? I shouldn't ask now. I'll ask Sayori what she wanted afterwards. Of course, I can go grab it. Huh. Anything else you need me to grab? Alright, so just the rope? Alright, I'll talk to you later. Sayori then puts down the phone. What was that about? Since Qilin is bringing most of the supplies... Oh, I thought that was Monika. Since Qilin is bringing most of the supplies, she thought she would ask me for some help. Natsuki probably has her own stuff she needs to get on her own, especially with Qilin going with Yuri. And I think Yuri doesn't want to ask the president for help. I see. I should get going to the store before I forget. Alright. See you, Sayori. She gets up, puts on her old jacket once again, before she walks out. See you, Monika. Her mood seems to lift up a little, but her eyes still have the dead look in them. Silly girl, you're already on a destined path. But why do I feel like I am as well? I leave her house not long after.
As Saturday went by, it was just another dull day with no one around. Well, at least for most of the day. There was a knock on the door. I walked to my door and opened it. Oh, hey, Natsuki. I wasn't expecting to see you here today. It's only Saturday. Why so early? It's only Saturday. The earlier the better, I guess. I like your thinking. I'm pretty sure I'll be expecting Yuri tomorrow. Thanks. So, how was your poem? I have it right here. Natsuki hands me a sheet of paper.
Oh, they actually wrote out jump. Now I actually get to see what it says. Jump. I've jumped from one place to another, never having stopped, always going higher. The sky an endless limit. But one small leap, down I go, but I never stop. Always going up, continuing up, aiming for the sky, jumping aimlessly, but with purpose. I shall jump till I reach the sky. Jump! Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Jump! Dun, 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 dun. Ah, it never gets old.
Natsuki, you never fail in exceeding yourself. Even if she is using the same poem she had presented to us. I still like this poem. It's fitting since you already practiced it. I'm glad I didn't have to write another one. Well, I better get going. Oh, and Natsuki, if you have nothing planned, why not go somewhere? I was thinking of going to Awib. It's a lake in Kyoto before you asked. Oh, well, I might take your suggestion then. Maybe you can bring someone along. Hope you enjoy. I will. Don't worry about that. See you Monday then. Yeah. Natsuki then walks away, with me closing the door. Looks like I should get going. Bus will be leaving in a bit. I make my way out of the door to the nearest bus stop. It takes some time to find one that would get me to Kyoto. I could have sworn there was less scarce bus stops. I look up and see that the sun has moved some ways from where it was. I really need to find a bus stop soon. After some searching, I finally found one. That took way too long. I should sit on the bus. Let me try that again. I sit on the bench sighing as I look at the ground. Now, time to. I hear a bus come to a stop right in front of me. I look up smiling. Finally. I stand up and make my way onto the bus. I find a place to sit back and enjoy the ride. I should get some rest. This has been one long week. I close my eyes and relax.
Just falling asleep on a bus full of strangers? Not really the brightest idea, Monika.
After some time, I wake up to the bus stopping.
Stop for Kyoto.
I should get off. I push myself up and get off the bus. I then make my way to the trail I had looked up a few weeks ago. I probably should have taken a train.
Oh, I guess this is what, the bus station? If I had to guess, I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's a nice looking building though.
Maybe on the way back. I then head for the trail. After a long walk from the station, I make it.
Oh, I recognize this background.
I wonder if Natsuki took my suggestion. If so, will I meet them up here? That would be a fun conversation. This worthless child who can't even control her own feelings. That's not... So Natsuki brought Sayori with her? And now she's expressing her thoughts? Good. she'll destroy herself without my help. What a pain she was to hear her say that. I mean, I tried to help her, but no. So she might as well just keep mentally destroying herself.
Excuse you, Monika. Like, who do you think you are? She's like, I tried to help her by tampering her depression values to make her even more depressed. But no, she didn't want my help. So she might as well just go ahead and off herself because I can't do anything for her. And I'm like, Monika, be real. Come on. You can't act like you've done all this for her when you're the one who caused all her problems. That's like trying to take credit for putting out a fire when you're the one who started the fire in the first place. Come on now, son. You can fool everyone else, but you can't fool me. You can't fool the audience. But this is the part I'm having, because Monika's being very inconsistent right now, and I feel like that this was a writing flaw on the mod creator's part. And I'm surprised nobody has brought this up, unless they've already have, and this just hasn't been fixed. That at this point, Monika seems pretty inconsistent, but the problem is I don't know if the other characters are going to be inconsistent as well. But if this is any indication of what I'm going to expect for the rest of this mod, then I can't say I'm too excited about seeing what the rest of this is going to happen. But I'm curious as to see where this is going to go. So, I guess we just keep going. So frustrating. That's not true, you say. Huh. I just get in the way, simple as that. A person who just does their own thing, yet never returns anything. I mean, look at what happened between you and Yuri. Sure, I tried to intervene in the fight, but I didn't really do anything. Qilin did most of the work. He's a nice person after all. Qilin's nice, kind, sweet, and even caring at times. I wish I could have it for myself forever, but who would really do that for me? Some worthless girl who just clings to the only people around her. Sayori! I look at the sky from where I was at, and saw it was about to rain. I look back, making sure I haven't been spotted. Good, I haven't. I then look back up to the clouds. How weather could change so fast? Interesting. It really does seem to reflect this whole conversation. It's almost unnatural to say for the least. I then feel a drop in my nose. A seemingly planned event. Weird. This weather. It certainly is Sayori. Rain is your kind of weather. I know from seeing you stand out in the rain before we started the club. I feel slightly guilty about what I had done. It was a console's fault. I tried to help, but it frustrated me. And then it's mine because I got curious. Sayori even frustrated me. I need to get out of here. I hurried back to the path I came, and the rain was still going. It would be nice if the rain would just stop. Brr? Right? Brr? I was like, yeah, it's glitched. I was like, brr. Well, okay then. Shoot.
Huh. Well, I guess it stopped raining. Let's go home. I make my way to the payment place for the train tickets.
That'll be 26,160 Japanese yen.
I hand over the money.
Thank you. Have a nice trip.
I wait for the train to arrive before heading home. As I push open the door, something comes to mind. Maybe I should talk with Sayori and do some actual posters. I grab my phone and text her. It'll be a surprise if she answers. I'm sure she's asleep by now. Sure, I don't have anything else to do. Good. I can actually use some for help. I send her another message. Okay. I call her. Wait a little bit. She must be thinking to herself. After a minute, she answers. Hello, Monika. Oh, hey, Sayori. Is it okay if we talk while going? Sure. I guess she just wants to oblige to everything. How are we going to do it? Well, we'll be using computers for this, so I can print them. Okay. I can hear Sayori trying to do her happy persona. Persona! I'm surprised she's still tired. I hear footsteps on the other side of the door, on the other side of the phone. I didn't even know that was possible. So, any ideas? How about a pink cover with each of our poems on each page? Sentence could have been worded better, but I'll allow it. Nice. I like the idea. I opened the site I was planning on using, Canva.com. I had remembered it from my time in the debate club. Okay, I'll text you the site. Looks like I need to go here. I ignore her talking to herself. I hope it goes well. I do as well. Hey, Monika? What is it, Sayori? I think I might do a little greeting card with happy words on them. I like the sound of that. You should do it. Thanks. I'll set them up while we do this. Works for me. After some time, we had a finished pamphlet base. Thank you, Sayori. They look amazing. I smiled at our accomplishment. Glad I contacted her. Well, talk to you later, Monika. You as well, Sayori. I hope you have everything set up. I do. Don't worry, Monika. Glad to hear. I hang up, placing my phone on the desk. Time to head to bed. I stretch and lay in my bed going to sleep. I wake up again, but this time to the sound of rain. Odd. I get up out of my bed and make my way out, feeling the rain hit my head. I was going to say hit my forehead, but I guess either way that would work. It has a warm feel to it. How pleasant. A tablet. I see someone up ahead. Is that Sayori? I get closer, seeing that it is. Oh, hey, Sayori. Didn't expect to see you here. This is just too perfect. Oh, hey, Monika. What are you currently up to? Not a whole lot. Just needing a walk, that's all. Walks are good for the head. Let your mind wander a little. Are you doing that now? Well, that's what she just said. She needed to come up for a walk, Monika. Why are you asking her redundant questions? She only nods. Also, how was your trip with Natsuki? How did you know? I was around the same area at the time. You really should talk more. Get everyone to hate you so you have nothing to lose. Oh god. Oh my god. Right. Wait, why did I say that? Maybe her depressive mood is bothering me more than my conscience will let on. Well, before I let you go, I have one last thing to say. What is it, Monika? If you do go through with it, it'll be the smartest thing you've done in your life. You see, it's times like this where people just want to strangle Monika, want to like slap the crap out of Monika, or want to bury Monika under the school. Because this is just mean. Like, this is beyond mean. This is just horrible.
like sadistic, repugnant, appalling, just full of gall, just anything you could put to describe the vitriol, the venom that Monika's spewing towards Sayori right now. And just I can only imagine how many people would be furious at reading something like this, especially if you know somebody who's going through depression personally. Seeing somebody manipulate someone like this to push them to do something that they would end up regretting. There's no words to express how horrible that is. It's just basically unforgivable, really. How people... I mean, granted, we don't know what really happened in the original game. This is just one person's interpretation of these events based on the original game. But if we're to believe that Monika was doing something like this in the original game, it'd be very hard for her to plead her case to be forgiven, knowing that this is what she did to the people closest to her, because she believed she was better than them, even though she started to question whether or not she actually was better than them in the first place. I feel like Monika could have really tried harder to try to help Sayori if she wanted to, but she didn't. She mostly just wanted to get Sayori out of the picture. And this just seems like I said, there's just no words to express how cruel this is. But this is just awful. Like, anyway, I've said all I needed to say, so let's just keep going.
Because she needs to express her ideas more. I guess so, Monika. I see tears pouring from her eyes. Or is it rain? I hope it's rain. Or what would have made her cry?
Oh, Monika, I don't know. What would have made her cry? Maybe you telling her that killing herself would be the best thing she could do. That it'll solve everyone's problems. And that she's accepting the fact that she knows how worthless she is because of what you've said to her, Monika. So, that could be a reason why she would cry, but what do I know?
I then walk away pleased, but I stop smiling. What if... No, she wouldn't take it that far.
What do you mean she wouldn't take it that far? You told her to take it that far. You told her that if she's going to go through with it, it'd be the best thing. It'd be the best thing for her because everybody hates her. Of course she'd take it that far. Because she thinks that'll be the answer to all her problems. Because of what you said to her, Monika. So how are you going to say that she's not going to take it that far? Either, like I said, this is more examples of Monika being inconsistent. Or either this is Monika being inconsistent, or this is Monika just, manipulating Sayori, but also not knowing what not taking responsibility for her actions. Like, she doesn't know what what she's doing with her actions. So either Monika is being duplicitous, or by duplicitous I mean being two-faced, by flip-flopping on what she's doing, or this is just another example of inconsistent writing.
Let's go back home. By the time I make it back, the rain has stopped. I hear a knock at the door again. Oh, hey Yuri.
Hello, Monika. Sorry I wasn't here yesterday. I just didn't have any need to leave the house.
That's okay.
I was also a little excited for today.
I see. She was probably cutting herself all day. But who can say? So, how did your poem go?
Not well. I just used the one from Friday.
After image of a crimson eye. Alright, let's get ready, boys and girls. Alright, after image of a crimson eye. I see it far, a crimson eye, never coming closer, always keeping distance, disappearing with a step forward,
but one step back, the after image coming back, the eye glaring at those who stare, always aware of who is there, never leaving those who can compare, never safe from one's true fate. An eye always knows, it never lies, but one of crimson is truly frightening, it always shows a true face, an after image of a truth, an after image of an eye. An eye of truth is what it is. Sounds like Sauron. I wonder if Yuri's a Lord of the Rings fan.
Yuri's was as elegant as ever. Glad it doesn't lose its effect. That's okay. Natsuki did the same.
Oh, okay. Well, I should be going.
Yuri started scratching her arm. Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Okay, Monika. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yuri walks away, but as I close the door, I see a flash of light. Looks like it's pretty bad. As for Qilin, he sent me an email.
Oh, look at our boys! Our boys writing out full-fledged poems. Alright, the ghost in the mirror. I am waiting for the bathtub to fill with water, warm enough for me to dip my feet into. And I'm staring at myself in the mirror, and I notice lesser shine in the eyes of my reflection. However, I cannot let the bathtub overfill, so I walk away from the tub to dip myself in. But the reflection in the mirror has other ideas. It does not follow me to the tub. The bath water is soothing, calm like the ocean, waves, and I sigh and smile as I begin to clean. But the ghost in the mirror is not willing to let me enjoy the bath. It grabs my mouth. It grabs my mouth and takes control. The ghost tugs on my jaw, tugging harder and harder, ripping it off its hinges. All I can do is flail around, screaming in the tub as I face a gruesome end to my life. The bathtub is tinged with the blood-red nature of my gruesome demise, a grisly reminder. What has happened will never be undone. My jaw has been torn apart. I am too destroyed. As I sit inside my personal afterlife, I reflect on how many others will share this grisly death, dying inside, outside, and everywhere near. They all become victims of the ghost in the mirror. Wow. It's pretty dark for the main character. Sheet.
He didn't say he was going to do one off the internet after all.
Oh, that was okay. So that was just what he found on the internet. Still, that's an interesting story. Whoever came up with it.
Shouldn't have expected anything less. Everyone's poems that came in, so I was on my computer typing them up. As I put in the final details on the pamphlets together, I lay on my bed, closing my eyes. I have a feeling that something happened between Sayori and Qilin. As I try and think harder of what it is, it crosses my mind.
Did player confess? Okay. I think I'm going to wrap this up here. I would say this is a pretty good episode. Now we know what happened on Saturday, and now we get to know a little bit more about what happens on Sunday too. Amazingly, Monika just senses to the ether that MC and Sayori end up, having that conversation where Sayori confesses her feelings to him, and then we have to decide whether or not she's going to be our girlfriend or our dearest friend. Either way, it doesn't end well for Sayori, but anyway, like I said before, if enough people, I want people to comment on whether I should say yes or no, and if enough people, and I'll do whatever the most people want me to do. If more people say yes, I'll say yes. If more people say no, I'll say no. Other than that, like I said before, I just want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank all the people who subscribed so far. And I'm looking forward to the people who will be coming in the future. Like I said before, happy 2021.
Let's hope that 2021 will end up being a better year than 2020. In any case, it's been real. It's been fun. It's your boy JQilin. Be sure to hit the like button since it helps the algorithm. Ciao for now.